Do you give yourself permission to dream? Do you give yourself permission to pursue whatever goals that is? Do you ultimately give yourself permission? A lot of the times I feel, and I deal with this as well, whānau, I feel that if we don't give ourselves permission to pursue whatever avenue or whatever road, okay, that may be in front of us, if we don't give ourselves permission to dream, to think big, to visualize big, to have and set these massive, huge targets and goals that is way beyond our own belief systems, way beyond our whānau's belief systems, way beyond anyone's belief systems. If we don't give ourselves permission to lean into all those types of things, then we will be stagnant. Then we will be stuck in the mud. So today, okay, I want to give myself permission. I want you guys as watching this, okay, to allow yourself to lead into allowing yourself to pursue whatever you're trying to pursue. It could be small, it could be big. Whatever it may be, lean into giving yourself permission to flourish, to dream big, to think big, to visualize big. In whatever field that may look, I want you guys to give yourself permission today. I'm speaking to myself right now too. Like I said, I just had this conversation not so long ago that really sparked this new whakaaro in terms of giving myself permission to pursue whatever that whakaaro, that small thought might be. Because I've got about a billion ideas that go through my head. That's just the way that my hinengaro was, programmed. But a lot of these things I don't act upon. And this morning, okay, in my little catch-up, in my hui, this morning was a good reminder for me to give myself permission to lean into all those ideas. Lean into this dream, lean into this goal, lean into being a better person, lean into being the best version of yourself. Ultimately, giving yourself permission. I want everyone to repeat after me. I give myself permission to pursue whatever I'm trying to achieve. Now, this is not to sound all airy-fairy and, airy-fairy and all in the... matter of fact, if it is airy-fairy, who gives a damn? Who cares? Give yourself permission today. Permission is vital for your success. Me speaking to me again, and sharing this, yeah? Permission will allow you to pursue and step into whatever you're trying to do. Whether it's financial gains, whether it's tinana gains, body gains, physical gains, whether it's nutrition gains, whether it's whatever. Sports performance, okay? If you're trying to achieve something massive in your sporting career, your business career, whatever the goal is, it starts with leaning into giving yourself permission to step into those spaces. Yes, we are going to feel imposter. Victimization of yourself. Playing victim to your past. Playing victim to your past experiences. Playing victim to your environment. Playing victim to your upbringing. Whatever the situation may be, playing victim to any of those things will never ever serve you. I want everyone to know that. When you play victim to your past, okay, those things will never work out for you. When you play victim to your environment, when you play victim to your situation, all that happens from that is you end up blaming society, you end up blaming whānau, you end up blaming your situation, you end up blaming your work environment, you end up blaming your boss, whatever it may be. Victimization on any of those things that I just mentioned gets you nowhere. You will run into more problems if you victimize you and your situations. Whatever those situations may be, if you have a narrative of playing victim to any of those situations, you will never ever overcome the barrier of victimization. Victimization to your situations will lead you down a pathway of destruction. You will forever be blaming something or someone if you fall into victimization and that whole mentality. It will get you nowhere, whānau. I'm telling you right now, victimization will lead you down a pathway of self-destruction, will lead you down a pathway of self-sabotage, and I've been there. Self-sabotaging is so unhealthy, and I can speak from this place. Why? Because I used to live in self-sabotage. I used to be the king. If someone was to ask me, okay, who's got the title and who's the king of self-sabotage? I'd fucking stick my hand up. It would be me. I was the king. I had the fucking crown, whānau, of self-sabotage. Whether it's through negative self-talk, whatever it is, I used to self-sabotage. Why did I used to do that? Because it felt like this comfortable place. It was comfortable for me to drown in my own self-negative talk. It felt like it's a weird feeling. Although I hated it and it made me feel like shit, for some reason, I used to dive into that pool without me even knowing. That's because I was living unconsciously. Unconscious living. It's a thing, whānau. Once you step out of living, once you step into living consciously, okay, making decisions, being analytical, having a strategy, being practical in your daily approach, having and building good habits. Once you live consciously, okay, being aware of life. Confidence comes from you applying the mahi. Confidence is not just a thing that you can say and then automatically you are. Yes, there's a time and a place to say and to affirm yourself, but it has to be backed with action and mahi. If you want to be more confident in yourself, you have to bridge the gap. Okay, there's the space here. This is your new identity. This is the confident person over here. But over here is space and time. This is me, you, currently. You have to bridge that gap. Now, if you want to be this person, okay, who is self-confident, who is motivated, who is driven, who is happy, who is energetic, this is the space and time in between. You're right here. In order for you to get to that person, you have to bridge the gap. Now, bridging the gap just doesn't automatically appear. You have to be willing to put in the mahi. The mahi is in here, whānau. The space and the time. You're over here currently to get to this new confident person. Okay, this new identity, this new rangatira. You have to you have to be willing to put in the mahi to bridge that gap in order to be this new person, in order to step into this new light. You have to be willing to get to this person over here. You have to bridge the gap. You can't just say, I want to be this person and do fuck all about it and sit around and do nothing. You have to, in order to get, this is the new person that you desire to be, okay, that inspires, that motivates, that is happy, that is arangatira, that is chiefly, okay, that has great values, morals, ethics, all of those types of things, that's living in abundance. In order to get to that person, remember, we're currently here. In order to get over there, there's some space and some time that you need to be in to reach that person. So that means taking small, consistent, disciplined, good habits, iara, 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 till you eventually get there. You will eventually get there. This is me talking to myself, Anor, remember that. Okay, you'll eventually get to that person if you put in the mahi. Application, mahi. Affirmations, mahi. Intention, mahi. Habits, mahi. Mahi, mahi, mahi is the key whilst implementing all of those other things. Those other variables like affirmations, intention, good habits, connections, relationships. They're all in this space and time. Okay? We need to navigate through all of that to get to this desired outcome. You will get there. It's just a matter of time. That's the way that the universe works. As I'm saying this is me still figuring it out, whānau. I don't have my everything squared.